Thank you for watching a new video, and today I'm gonna tell you everything that you need to know before watching the new Assassin's Creed movie. For those of you who never even played the Assassin's Creed game, the games follow somewhat the same structure and I will quickly break them down for you. I will focus mostly on the first installment of the game, as this one closest resembles the upcoming movie. Not counting a few exceptions, usually in Assassin's Creed you take control of a member of the Assassin's Brotherhood. The Brotherhood is an organized order of assassins and they are sworn enemies of the Templars. All throughout recorded history they have fought their war, usually using real wars as a front. The overall storyline of the original trilogy was set in the present, or as it was in 2007 when the first installment was released, the near future of 2012. However, the main storyline of the individual games is set during an important historical event. Take the American Revolution, the French Revolution, the Renaissance, or the Third Crusade. The first installment of the series focuses around the aftermath of the latter. In this game you take control of Desmond Miles, a 25-year-old bartender waking up in the Abstergo Industries headquarters, aka the corporate front of the Templar, aka sorta the Illuminati. Soon after this, Desmond is forced to use a machine called the Animus. This machine allows people to simulate genetic memories, which basically means that this device allows you to travel through time using your mind. Kind of like Inception having a love child with literally any time travel movie ever.
These are our boys! Jules!
Desmond turns out to be a descendant of Altair, an ambitious member of the Assassin's Brotherhood in 12th century Syria. Through Desmond's memories, the Templar hope to find the locations of ancient artifacts known as Pieces of Eden. Finding them all would allow them to subjugate humanity into world domination and eventually world peace by the Templar. Yes, the Templar are really not all that bad, and it's definitely not as black and white as most games or movies would make it out to be.
I must know what will become of my children.
You took these people against their will.
What little will there was for them to have. Do you appease a kind child simply because he wails? But then you'd answer for his burn.
See, the Templar aren't your typical James Bond villains. As they don't simply want to watch the world burn, they believe they're trying to save humanity from themselves. The beef between the Assassins and the Templars basically comes down to the Templars striving for security and the Assassins fighting for freedom and free will. A lot of characters in the game are real historical figures, and the developers really did their best to keep everything as historically correct as possible. Well, apart from the aliens and the magical artifacts, that is. Yes, the story also has aliens. Not really aliens, because they're part of the first civilization called the Isu, but they might as well have been aliens.
You are gods.
No, not gods. We simply came before.
The actual first game did not have as much plot as the later installments with Ezio would have, but it did introduce us to the universe and a unique way of storytelling, with the main story set in the past and the overall story set in the near future or present or near past, however you want to look at it. Yeah. They really should have learned by now not to make these near futures in time travel movies so near. But how does this all connect to the new upcoming movies? Let's start with a question that most people would want to know, which is the movie set in the same universe as the video games? The answer to that is yes. In August 2015, Aymar Aziaza, head of Assassin's Creed content at Ubisoft, tweeted, "We share the same universe. Elements in the film have consequences as in our games, comics and books." It was also said that fans should not expect to see Altair or Ezio on the big screen, but there would at least be some familiar faces making their appearance in the movie.
I'm ending the session.
In this installment of the what's meant to become the Assassin's Creed trilogy, Alan Rikken will make his appearance. Rikken is the Abstergo Industries CEO, which, if you have been paying attention, you will remember to be nothing more than a corporate front for the Templars. This character will serve as the main antagonist in the upcoming film, played by no one less than D. Jeremy Irons, who is also a man I still hold responsible for giving me nightmares as a kid.
And here's my little secret. I killed Mufasa.
Just like in the games, the movie will be partially set in the present and in the past. The main protagonist won't be Desmond Miles this time, but will rather follow a completely new character named Callum Lynch, played by Michael Fassbender. Whereas Desmond Miles was abducted by the Templar, Callum Lynch finds himself in the hands of Abstergo after being saved from his execution. But soon after this he is brought to a top-secret Abstergo facility in Spain. Their fate remains quite the same though. Both are forced to use the Animus to relive their ancestors' memories in search of the Apple of Eden. The original Assassin's Creed follows Altair ibn Lahad in the 12th century right after the Third Crusade. The movie follows Aguilar de Nerja, assassin of the Spanish Brotherhood during the Spanish Inquisition. The biggest difference between the game and the movie will be the fact that it has been stated that the movie will be set for 65% in the present and 35% in the past. That means that with a running time of 2 hours and 20 minutes, we will be getting roughly 50 minutes of screen time set in the past or in the Animus, which is quite a departure from the games, where the main focus is set on the plot and gameplay in the Animus, and the present day gameplay and plot can be seen as a side story and the thread that holds all the several Assassin's Creed games together. Another aspect from the games that will make its appearance in the film is the Apple of Eden. This is a very important catalyst in the main plot of the original gaming trilogy, and having this in the actual movie suggests that the films will be going in the same direction as far as the present day storyline goes. So what do you expect from the movie? And if you've already seen it, what did you think of it? Leave a comment down with your opinions and suggestions for new videos. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of these kind of videos. I will be uploading videos weekly, all revolving around pop culture. Expect to see videos on movies, TV shows, games, and even celebrities. I'll see you in my next video.